Hi, my grade 11 students. I think you all are well. I'm also well, right? So, I continue today, Unit 4, Financial Statement Lesson. Big question today, right? What's big question? Big question means today I'm going to teach you how to prepare profit and loss statement and statement of financial position both at the same time, right? Both at the same time. Now, everyone turn your textbook activity. You can see in the screen. I am going to do now textbook activity, profit and loss statement and statement of financial position both. Before I go to the question, I will give a summary for you. What are the details to be taken to prepare profit and loss statement? At the beginning we calculate gross profit or gross loss. After that we find net profit or net loss, right? To calculate gross profit, we consider only main two items. What are they? Sales income and cost of sales. Sales income and cost of sales. The difference between sales income and cost of sales, we calculate gross profit or gross loss. After that, to the gross profit, we add other income, then we can find total income. After that, we subtract all the expenses. There are main four expenses. What are they? Distributing expenses, administration expenses, financial expenses and other expenses. After that, finally, we can find net profit or net loss. Then we finish profit and loss statement. Then we move to the other part. It is statement of financial position. Statement of financial position, we used only main three types of accounts. What are they? Assets, capital and liabilities. Assets, capital and liabilities. When I tell this, you remember what? Accounting equation. Actually, what is statement of financial position? Statement of financial position means not the other thing. It is the same thing what accounting equation. But here we decorate some accounting equation. How? We classify assets, current assets and non-current assets. We classify liability, non-current liabilities and current liability. Finally, we get the total of the assets. It should be equal to the total of the capital plus liability values. It is the basic thing. Last chapter also we have done them, right? I clearly explained in the previous video, right? Now let's go to the question. Are you ready? Right. Now the accounting period of Bimali's business ends on 31st December 20 in year, you can think 2020. The trial balance as at 31st December in the same year 2020 is given below. Now you know the method. In the previous lessons also I used the same method. Before we do the question, we have to classify each items where we record, right? Capital. Do you remember where we put capital? Can we take it to the profit and loss statement? No. Where? Statement of financial position, right? Then SOFP. I use short word. Is it okay? No? SOFP, right? Then trade debtors. That one also goes under the statement of financial position, but specially you mention it goes in which category? Debtors. Current assets or non-current assets? Current assets, right? Current assets, CA. Then trade creditors, you have to pay money. You know the creditors. We have to pay money to that part. It's a liability. Which liability? Non-current or current? Current liability. CL. CL. Then stocks, opening stock. Why we say opening stock? 1st of January, no? Opening stock. Opening stock where we put? To calculate cost of sales. Opening stock plus purchase, purchase related expenses. We know them, right? Then after that we add in this everything, we subtract closing stock. Do you remember? Yeah, I think remember, right? So then trade creditors, cost of sales. Then purchase also we take cost of sales. Carriage inwards. Carriage inwards means the transport expense to bring something to your business premises, right? It is, we have to add them to the cost of sales, right? To purchase, then cost of sales. You mark them, this everything. It's very easy for you when you do the question, right? I think you are doing with me now, right? Now, sales commission. Sales commission, you put in the debit side. Sales commission means you give the commission to your employees, sellers. You give a commission. It's an expense, right? Which category? It goes under the distributing category, yeah, DIS, right? District. Then insurance expense, it goes under the administration. You put ad. Don't put any advertisement. You put ad, right? Then rent income. Rent income, where? Other income, right? Yeah, under the gross profit. Discount received also other income. You put discount received, yeah, other income. Sales, where? To calculate gross profit. No, on the top you put as top. Why? On the top of profit and loss statement, on the top we write what? Sales. So you put at top. Then discount given, distributing expense, DIS, right? And machinery and equipment, where? Non-current assets. You put them, non-current assets. Machinery and equipment, non-current assets. Buildings, also non-current assets, right? Then buildings, okay. Bank loan to be settled for years, but 4 years means long-term liability, no? So non-current liability. Non-current liability. Interest expense, yeah, it's financial expense. Financial expense. Then bank overdraft. You know the bank overdraft. Overdraft means you have to pay short term. By the bank will allow a short term loan for you if you have a current account, right? It's short term liability. Where? Current liability, right? Current liability. Overdraft. Current liability, CL. Then cash in hand, available money with you. Where? Current assets. Okay. Then bad debts, not good debts, bad debts. Bad debts. This means distributing. Salaries and administration, clearly they have given administration. Then where? Administration. Okay. The next one, bank charges, expense, which? Financial. Now you can do the question because you have classified this everything here, right? Right? Where you put these items. Finally, what they expect? The profit or loss statement for the year ended 31st December 20 blah. Blah means 2020 any year, right? The statement of financial position, right? That thing. Now, we can do this one, right? They expect profit and loss statement and statement of financial position, right? Now you can draw. We'll see. I think you can draw with me, right? Then when I finish the question, the same time you can finish when you do with me, right? Remember, you can draw both at once, right? How? Both at once? Yeah, first you draw profit and loss statement. It's better if you can use the CR book. Don't use small book. Why? You can't manage the space, that's why. There are 3 columns. This is profit and loss statement, right? In the other page in your book, you can draw what? Statement of financial position. But the other one, you stop here, right? Like this. You know why we stop it here? This area we write what? Non-current assets, right? After that current asset, that way, no, right? Okay, it's better if you can expand these lines. Why? This is not enough to complete the question. I think it's enough, right? Now this one also you expand up to like this. Okay. I use blue color here. On the top you write what? You practice from the beginning this, right? Why? On the top, before you do the question, you must write the name of the business, right? You write Bimali's business. Bimali's business, right? Profit and loss statement, profit and loss statement, you write here for the year ended, for the year ended 31st December 20, you put crosses. Why? Clearly they don't give the year. What is the year, right? Now this one prepared, the profit and loss statement is prepared for the year ended, right? Annually we prepare, you must remember. But statement of financial position is prepared for a specific date. Why? You enter assets and capital and liability details in the statement of financial position. Simply you think, then think about cash. They are changing time to time, no? Sometimes you may receive money, in the next hour the available money is changing. Sometimes you purchase goods from suppliers, then your money decreases, right? We can't prepare statement of financial position for the annually. We can prepare for a specific date. You must remember. That's why here same business, but Bimali's business, Bimali's business, statement of financial position, statement of financial position, you made not the year ended, as at 31st December, year is given like 22 crosses, right? Then okay. Now we finish this, right? Rupees you put here, rupees, not this, but here not enough space, that's why I put here, but you put rupees, all the details you put as rupees. Here you can put rupees like this, right? Any place, right? Before the format you must write rupees, right? Okay. Now we go first where? Profit and loss statement. You enter main details, right? You enter main details, right? On the top what we write? Sales. You must remember sales. Sales, you don't put value, just we arrange the space, right? After that we write cost of sales. Cost of sales. Underline cost of sales, right? Then opening stock. Opening stock. After that purchase. Are there any, do you remember, are there any purchase related expenses here? Carriage inwards and those kind of things? Yeah, it was there. Then you give the space here, right? If you want, you can put carriage inwards, like carriage inwards, right? After that, we add this everything. Then finally, we write closing stock. You need the space to get the total, then closing stock. After the closing stock, you can see what? But after the closing stock, you can see the cost of sales. Then the difference, gross profit. Gross profit, right? After the gross profit, you know, we add other income. Other income. What are the other income you met in this question? Discount received and say discount received and I think there was another one, right? You give space to 2 is enough, right? After that, less what? Distributing expense. I put distri, is it okay now? Expense. Distri expense means distributing expense, right? Then you give the enough space here. After that, what? Administration. Administration expense, right? Then you give the enough space. After that, financial. Financial expense, like this. Now, I think in this question I didn't see other expenses, right? So, if we meet it, then we can add that extra column as other expense, right? Okay. Now we go to the next one. On the top, what we write? I taught you accounting equation. This is accounting equation, right? Not same thing. Statement of financial position means accounting equation, right? Here you put non-current assets. I put short word non-current assets, short words, NCA. But when you write here, you write in long words non-current assets. I want to manage the space, right? That's why I put here non-current asset NCA. Here cost, all the cost of the non-current assets. Here accumulated depreciation, accumulated ACC, accumulated DEP, right? Accumulated depreciation. Here net book value, net N book B value, net book value. Net book value, after the depreciation the value is net book value. Then this area is enough to non-current assets. After that, current assets. Current assets. Underline. Then you give the enough space, current assets. Then you give the enough space. After that, we add assets area finished. Then capital plus liability. Capital. After that, we plus net profit. Net profit we can take from the profit and loss statement. Net profit, right? If they have given drawings, we put here, but in this question not drawings. Then we can add, then here non-current liabilities, non-current liabilities, non-current liabilities. I use short words here, right? Only one item here, only bank loan was there. Then current liabilities, current liabilities. Okay, underline. Now we classified main items, main places in the profit and loss statement and statement of financial position. When you do this kind of question in the exam also, you prepare your profit and loss statement and statement of financial position like this, right? Especially you record there, you enter their main areas. You mark the main areas, don't put values, right? After that, you go to the question and you enter the details one by one to the relevant places, right? I think you all are finished drawing part. Now we move to the question. Right. What is the first detail? You go to the question now, right? Okay. Capital 400,000, trade debtors 34,000. Both go to the statement of financial position, right? Capital 400,000. capital 400,000. Enter here. Capital you wrote, then 400,000 you put here. They have given trade debtors, then you put debtors is enough. Under the current assets, debtors. How much they have given? 34,000. You enter here, 34,000. Okay. Now we go to the next detail. If you want, you can put the tick after take the any balance, right? Now trade creditors 45,000. Opening stock 16,000, right? Trade creditors current liability, opening stock cost of sales, right? Then trade creditors where current liability, creditors. How much? Not the non-current liability. It should go where? Current liability. You remove it this here, right? Then we can remove it like this. If it is wrong, so you can delete it. You can remove, right? Like this. You go to the relevant place. Human make some mistakes, no? Right? Now creditors. How much? 45,000 you put here. Why you put here? Because if you want to write, if you have some more details under the current liability, we can write it here, and finally we get the total to the next column, right? Do you remember the opening stock? How much? I think 16,000, right? Then we opening stock we put here. Okay, now we go to the next details. Purchase 395, carriage inwards 15,000. Both come to the same place. Purchase 395. How much the carriage inwards? It's 15,000. You have to add these two. Now next one. Don't get the total here. First what do you do? First we have to enter the details to the relevant places. Then after that it's very easy to get the total, right? Sales commission 9,000, insurance expense 12,000. Sales commission district, insurance expense administration. Sales commission 9,000. 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 Insurance expense 12,000. Now rent income, it's another income. Discount received also other income, right? Rent income 30, discount received 6,000. Rent income. Rent income 30,000. The other one is how much? 6,000. Actually, what is this? This is discount received. Discount received. These two are other income. So why we put in the second column? Why? Second column, why we write? After recording the details in the second column, the finally it should go to the third column, right? So it's easy to get the total income. That's why, right? Now next one. Sells 650,000, discount given 3,000. Sells 650. It goes on the top. Sells 650. Sells 650,000. Discount given 3,000. Actually, it goes under the distributing expense, right? How much? 3,000. Discount. Discount given 3,000. Now you go to the next. Machinery and equipment 120,000, build in 500,000. Build in 500,000, machinery and equipment 120,000. Remember this? You know, when we record the details in the statement of financial position, we have to use the liquidity. You know, in the last chapter, last lesson, last video, we discussed about liquidity. Liquidity means how long you can take to convert a certain assets into cash with minimum losses, right? So, on the top we write land and building, those kind of things. Why? Liquidity is very less, right? But finally, after recording this everything, and end of the last item under the assets area, we put under the current assets category cash in hand. Before cash in hand, we write cash in bank, right? Why? They have 100% liquidity, cash in hand, right? But at the beginning, on the top, we write land, after that building, then machinery and computer, those things, right? This you remember, we record non-current assets and assets area using the theory of liquidity, right? So, building you write first, machinery then you write, right? Building how much? 500,000. Building 500,000. Building 500,000. Building 500,000. $120, what is that? It's machinery. Here building. Building, then here machinery and equipment, you put machinery, it's enough. Machinery, right? No depreciation, I think here. If they have given depreciation, we put it here, but here no depreciation. Here also no depreciation. The same value you put. Net book value how much? 500,000. 120,000. Okay. Now next. Bank loan 160,000, interest expense 16,000. Bank loan non-current liability. Why? To be settled after 4 years now. So, non-current liability. Interest expense 16,000. Bank loan. Bank loan only one item. That's why we put to the corner. Right? Here bank loan. Interest expense, do you remember how much? Interest expense, financial expense, right? It's 16,000. Interest expense. Interest expense 16,000. It goes under the financial expense category. Then say, what is that? Other one is bank overdraft 20,000, cash in hand 155,000. Bank overdraft current liability. Bank overdraft current liability. We say bank OD. One, how much? 55,000. Bank OD 155,000. How much the cash in hand? It's wrong. Bank overdraft 20,000, right? Cash in hand 155,000. Then bank overdraft we have to change. Bank overdraft not the 155, it should be how much? It should be 20,000. It should be 20,000. Right? 20,000. Right? It should be 20,000. Here we can draw a line. Like this. Okay. Bank overdraft 20,000. Cash in hand, do you remember? Cash in hand, it's 155. It's current assets. You write last as last item. Cash in hand means cash. Huh? Cash in hand means cash. Cash in hand means cash. How much? 20,000. Okay. Everyone look at here. Cash 20,000. Is it correct? Check it again. Bank overdraft 20,000. Cash how much? 155,000. But I put here how much? 20,000. Is it correct? No. It should be how much? 155,000, right? 155,000 it should be. You have to change it, right? 155. 155,000. You have to draw the line also, no? First you arrange line. Okay. Be in the line. Now 155,000. 155,000. 155,000. Right? Now the next one. Next one. Cash in hand 155,000. Okay. Bad debts how much? 7,000. Salaries 25,000. Bad debt 7,000. Bad debt 7,000. Bad debt 7,000. Where we write bad debts? Under the distributing. Bad debts. How much? Debts 7,000. Salaries. How much the salary? 25,000. 25,000. Salary is 25,000. Where we put? Under the administration. Salaries 25,000. Then bank charges, right? Bank charges, how much bank charges? Do you remember? 4,000, right? Bank charges 4,000. Other expense category, financial expense, right? Financial expense, bank charges. Bank charges. How much? 4,000. It is the last item in the given trial balance. Now you think that's finished. Actually, we enter the details now, okay, but we have to find first gross profit or gross loss. After that, we have to calculate net profit or net gross, right? After that, we enter the details to the statement of financial position. Then we can get the total. Both sides should be equal. Both side means asset side and capital and liability side. Why we say that? According to the accounting equation you have learned in grade 10, what? Assets equal capital plus liability, right? Now, okay, we get the total now. First we go to where? Right? First we go to profit and loss statement, right? Okay. Now, how? 16,000 here, how much? 395,000. Okay. Then you get the total. It brings to the second column. How much? 395 means plus 5,000, 400,000, 410. 410,000. Then you add both. Then how much? How much? 426,000. 426,000. No closing stock. The questions clearly the question is given no closing stock. All the stocks already solved, right? Then for 26,000. For 26,000. Then you minus it. After that, this is the sales income. This is cost of sales. Then you can see the gross profit. How much? 0, 0 and 0. 10 minus 6, 4. Right? Here 4 minus 2, 2. 224,000. Right? Then there are two other income. It's 30,000 plus 6,000, 36,000. Other income. This is gross profit plus other income. You know this, right? Then 250 and 260,000, right? Check, is it, am I correct or wrong, right? 260,000. Why we add these two? 220, 250, yeah, 260,000. Okay. Now we get the here total. These are the expenses. You want to get the expenses in each item, each columns, right? Here draw a line, here draw a line, here draw a line. Get the total. Then how much? Here 19,000. It is the total of distributing expense. Here how much? 37,000. Do with me. Everyone should do with me, right? Then 20,000. 20,000. Okay. Then you get the total of these, right? Then it brings to the next column, right? Here you can draw a line. You have to draw a line, but you have to expand this line, right? Okay. 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 Now you have to get this total to the third column. This total means all the expenses, total of all the expenses you bring to the third column, right? Okay. Now here 19,000, here 37,000, here 20,000. Then you get the total of this. How? Then here 0, 0 and 0. Then 7 plus 9, 16,000, say 1. Then 5, 76,000. Okay. These are total expenses, right? About you can see the total income. Then here you can see what? What you can see here? Net profit you can see here. But to calculate net profit, you have to subtract this above from above value here down, right? Then here 0, 0, 0, right? Then here 10 minus 6, 4. 10 minus 6, 4. Then 5 minus 5 means 15. 15 minus 7, 8,000. Then here 184,000. Check my answer is correct or wrong. You have to do with me, right? Then 260,000 minus 76,000. Check it again, right? Yeah, correct. Now in front of this you write what? Net profit carried to capital account. You must mention net profit, yeah, carried to capital account. You can use C, carried to capital C account A, like this. Net profit carried to capital account. You must mention that, right? You can earn half mark in your O-level exam only for these words, right? Okay. Now you bring this value to the capital. Then you go to that. We move to the statement of financial position where you wrote the capital, right? Under the capital area you write 184,000. 184,000. Right? Then you can add these two. Then how much? 584,000. Okay, now we get the total of the non-current assets, then current assets, like, then here how much? 620,000. Here no, here also 620,000. Then there are only two items, right? Debtors and cash. Then you add these two current assets total, right? How much? 184,000, no? Yeah, 184,000. 180, no, not the 4,000, 189,000, right? Then that side finish. What is the that side? That side means assets area finish, right? 620,000 plus 189,000, right? Here 9,000, okay. 8 plus 2, 10. Here 8. Right, 809,000. Okay. Now you go to the next side. Next side, right? How? Then you get the here 584, okay, 160, okay, here 20,000. Then 65,000. Here 0, 0, 0, 9, okay, here 8, right, 809,000, right? This is correct. Now you can see here asset side, how much? Asset side above you got 809,000, 809,000, right? 809,000 total assets. Tell me now, capital plus liabilities also 809,000, then same answer. According to the accounting equation, you know, as you know, in a grade 10, total assets should be equal to capital plus liabilities, right? Now this question is finished.